Before I bring up the next comic, want to make sure that I get the name correct. Right now, make sure you give a big round of applause for the first comic, the 18-year-old. Where's Chris? Where's Chris? They told me, where is he? Where is he? He's over there. Good. You see? Sorry about that. One more time for Mr. Chris Berkheimer. Right there. Give it up. Big round of applause. Yeah, I got it confused because I didn't give you the ages, you know. Now this guy, he's not 18, he's 23. So you ladies, you can hit on him, okay? Now this guy, he's also another one of those graduates of the workshop. Now this guy is really Mr. Drew Gershon. Come on, give it up for Drew. Come on. He's 23.
How's everybody doing?
All right.
I just moved back to San Antonio after living in Austin for about 5 years. I was going to the University of Texas. Well, I was enrolled at the University of Texas. I never actually went. My dad's money did. And he may as well have just invested in toilet paper because it always flushed down the toilet anyway. But yeah, I had some scholastic difficulties while I was going to school. And, well, my parents get really pissed off at me. They say it's my fault, I didn't study hard enough, but I say it's their fault. See, my mom's Catholic, and my dad's Jewish. So obviously I failed every theology class that I ever took. But I also learned very quickly to get hammered at rock-bottom prices. See, I should have followed my sister's example. She's a goody two-shoes, she's a very responsible person. You know, got her bachelor's degree in 4 years, never drank during college. Well, you know, I got hammered every day before school. And now she's a preschool teacher. Now she's the one that gets hammered every day before school. Go figure. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I once sent home my blood alcohol content results instead of my grade report, because the only thing higher than my GPA was my BAC. My parents were very impressed with the improvement in numbers. I am living at home again with my parents. It's not bad. Both my parents are very happy to have me. You know, my mom walks around telling all her friends, you know, I'm really glad that Drew's back at home living with us, because now I know he won't be going out drinking and partying all the time. My dad's also very happy that I'm back at the house. You know, he walks around telling his friends, I'm really glad that Drew's back at the house, because now I have somebody to go out and drink with and party with all the time. Going out with my dad it's a lot of fun, because he pays for all my beer. He paid for the beer when I was living in Austin, only now there's not a $2,000 tuition fee strapped to the tab. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. We go to pool halls and bars. The only problem I have is, you know, it makes it very difficult with your dad right there to pick up chicks. You know, a hot chick comes up to you and it's like, would you like to come home with me tonight? And I gotta say, hang on, I gotta ask my dad. He's got the keys and the condoms. But yeah, my dad's he's the type of guy, he's a perfectionist. You know, he puts 110% to everything that he does. Walks around saying, you know, anything worth doing is worth doing right. And he's always been that way with everything except when it came to raising me, which is why I turned out so screwed up. Thank you, Dad. But yeah, every family's got to screw up. I just happen to be the only one that gladly volunteered for the position. Even my relationship's very screwed up. In the 5 years that I was living in Austin, I was engaged twice. Hence all the drinking. It wasn't bad. You know, my family got along with the girls that I was engaged with. The first one was your typical innocent Southern Baptist. And my dad especially liked her. They had a lot in common. See, he's Jewish, so he can't dance. And she's a Southern Baptist, so she really can't dance. My mom, on the other hand, she liked the second girl I was engaged to. She's the type of person that was, you know, tattoos, body piercings, lots of leather. Your all-American gothic girl. And I don't think it was so much my mom liked her, it was more like she just liked looking at her. Because any girl that's got like 19 piercings in her face will make a woman feel like she's staring into a jewelry store. But yeah, dating two girls of such extreme opposites is it's very interesting. There's a lot of differences. See, with the Southern Baptist, of course, you had a lot of values and morals. So we were waiting for marriage before we slept together. So we just stayed up all night for hours upon hours, just talking, getting to know one another, really communicating, and it was great. It really was. But then, of course, I'd have to go home and close my door and lock it and just masturbate constantly. On the other hand, with the Gothic girl, all she ever wanted to do was have sex. So we'd stay up all night screwing, and then I'd have to just go home, close my door, lock it, and just talk to my hand. But, yeah. Another big difference in dating two very different girls was the whole engagement process, the proposal in particular. With the Southern Baptist, she likes to wear the ring on her ring finger, while the Gothic girl, she likes to wear it in her nipple. Way more fun to propose to the Gothic chick, let me tell you. It's awesome. But, being a poor college student, I couldn't afford a very nice ring, so when my Baptist fiancé liked to go around showing off the ring, I'd be like, no, you don't really need to show that off, it's nothing special. But when the Gothic girl wanted to show it off, I'd be like, hey, I think there's some guys over there that haven't seen it yet. Let's show them. But, yeah. It's really weird. They're very different, and I've decided that my perfect mate would probably be a balance between the two extremes. And I've come up with a foolproof plan to find this girl. All I need to do is just go to church, sit in the back, wait till they start handing out the communion, and watch for the first church girl that starts chugging the wine. That's my winner. Because she's only there because it's the only place where you can get alcohol before noon on Sundays. You guys have been great. Thank you very much. It's my time.
Right, we're going to keep the show moving right along.